Drones keep leveling up every year, but 2025, this feels different. Because right now, the spotlight isn't just on DJI anymore. Meet the Antigravity A1, world's first 8K 360-degree drone loaded with Insta360 magic and even offering VR-style controls that let you fly like never before. It's bold, it's futuristic, and it's here to challenge the way we think about aerial creativity. But of course, DJI isn't backing down. Their Avata 2 takes FPV flying to the next level, giving you blistering speed, insane agility, and an immersive experience that makes you feel like you're strapped inside the cockpit of a tiny jet. Two totally different philosophies, both designed to make drone flying more fun and more creative. But which one's actually the better fit for you? Let's break it down. Let's start with the Antigravity A1, because it's the wild card here. If the name sounds fresh, that's because it is. Antigravity is actually backed by Insta360, the company famous for its 360-degree action cameras. And they've essentially said, what if we built a drone from the ground up that doesn't just fly, it lets you capture literally everything around it. That's where the A1 comes in. It's a 249-gram ultra-light drone, so it slips under most regulatory weight limits, and it comes with dual cameras, one on top and one on the bottom, giving you seamless 360-degree coverage in 8K resolution. The footage is stitched in real time, which makes the drone itself practically disappear from your shots. That means no props in the frame, no weird shadows, just pure immersive footage. Now, compare that to the Avata 2, which takes a different approach. Instead of focusing on 360 capture, DJI doubled down on FPV flight and cinematic control. This is the kind of drone you fly to feel like you're inside the cockpit. It comes with DJI's Goggles 3 and the RC Motion 3. And unlike a traditional joystick setup, this thing lets you steer with hand movements and even pull off flips, rolls, and drifts with one-button inputs. The goggles are sharp, with low-latency video that makes the flying experience super immersive. So where anti-gravity is all about capturing everything, DJI is about letting you feel everything. Speaking of cameras, the difference here is huge. The A1 is built for creators who want flexibility in post. Since it shoots in 360, you don't have to worry about aiming perfectly while flying. You just record and then reframe later. You can turn the same flight into multiple edits, one showing a forward cinematic chase, another pulling a tiny planet effect, or even a dynamic third-person angle that looks like a movie scene. It's designed for storytelling. Meanwhile, the Avata's Hue sticks with a 1x1.3-inch 12-megapixel sensor paired with a super-wide 155-degree lens. It shoots up to 4K at 60 FPS or 2.7K at 120 FPS for slow motion. With DJI's Rocksteady 3.0 Plus and Horizon Steady, your footage stays smooth even when you're zipping around corners at 60 miles per hour. It's not about reframing. It's about capturing fast action with precision. Now, let's talk controls, because this is where both drones stand out in their own way. The Antigravity A1 comes with what they call vision goggles and grip controller. This setup is fascinating. You wear the goggles and your head movements literally control what you see in the 360 space. Meanwhile, the grip works like a motion wand. Point in a direction and the drone follows. It's intuitive, especially for beginners, because you don't have to learn the complicated thumbstick mechanics of traditional drones. On the DJI side, the Avata 2's RC Motion 3 is also gesture-based, but in a more FPV-focused way. Tilt your hand and the drone banks. Push forward and it accelerates. The learning curve is surprisingly short, and once you get the hang of it, you can pull off moves that feel straight out of an FPV racing video. But here's where things diverge again: flight style. The A1 isn't trying to be an adrenaline machine. It's stable, safe, and relatively slow compared to DJI's FPV beast. Its focus is creativity, not thrills. DJI, on the other hand, built the Avata 2 to give you that roller coaster rush. With a top speed of around 60 miles per hour, obstacle sensing, and built-in prop guards, it's designed to let you push harder while still staying safe. And if you crash, which you eventually will, it even has turtle mode to flip itself back upright and keep going. The A1 is more about cinematic floating through space, while the Avata 2 is about heart-pounding agility. When it comes to safety and intelligence, both have their strengths. The A1 packs features like return to home, obstacle avoidance, and even payload detection to prevent misuse. Since it's lighter, it's naturally a bit more intimidating for beginners. The Avata 2, meanwhile, adds binocular fisheye sensors, giving it downward and backward positioning awareness. Pair that with the protective frame design, and you've got a drone that's surprisingly forgiving for FPV-style flying, which usually punishes you hard for mistakes. Now, what about storage and editing? The Avata 2 actually comes with around 46 gigabytes of internal storage, which is rare for DJI drones. That means you can shoot a good amount of footage without even needing a microSD card. It also integrates with DJI's Lightcut app, which can automatically apply cinematic edits and effects. The A1, meanwhile, leans heavily on Insta360's editing ecosystem. You can reframe shots endlessly, add tiny planet spins, horizon flips, and export in any aspect ratio, perfect for YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. For creators, that flexibility is gold. For adrenaline junkies, DJI's plug-and-play smoothness might be more appealing. Battery life and flight time are another big difference. The Avata 2 gives you around 23 minutes of flight time under good conditions, which is pretty solid for an FPV drone. The A1's exact specs are still being fine-tuned since it's slated for early 2026, but early reports suggest its lightweight design will also get you into the 20-plus minute range. Neither is breaking records here, but both give you enough time to capture meaningful flights without constant battery swaps. Range-wise, the DJI Avata 2 wins. With its 04 transmission system, you're looking at up to 13 kilometers of range with just 24 milliseconds of latency. That's pro-level reliability. The A1's exact range hasn't been finalized yet, but given its focus on 360 capture, it's not meant for long-distance exploration. You'll likely use it closer to you, capturing environments in full immersion rather than flying off into the horizon. Finally, let's talk price and audience. The Antigravity A1 is expected to launch at around $1,300 in early 2026, and it's clearly aimed at creators, vloggers, travel enthusiasts, and storytellers who value flexibility in editing. It's less about high-octane flight and more about cinematic creativity. The DJI Avata 2, on the other hand, starts at about $999 for the Fly More combo, which includes the goggles and controller. If you're buying just the drone, it's cheaper, but realistically, you'll want the full set. This one is targeted squarely at FPV enthusiasts and those who want to feel the rush of flight while still capturing cinematic footage. So, which one should you pick? Well, it depends on what excites you more. If you're the kind of person who wants total freedom in editing, the ability to relive every angle of your flight, and a drone that feels approachable even for beginners, the Antigravity A1 is a game changer. But if you crave the thrill of immersive FPV, the speed, the flips, and the feeling of being inside the action, the DJI Avata 2 is the one to beat. They're both redefining what drones can do, just in completely different ways. At the end of the day, the Antigravity A1 is a storyteller's drone, while the DJI Avata 2 is a pilot's drone.